21st century economic warfare. They've now established foreign multinational secret bureaus that are above the law that are dictating our laws just like the EU did to England. And we need to educate the public about that process and start withdrawing from it. They sit there and tell us that they're providing us everything. They sit there and tell us that they'll collapse our economy if we don't submit to them. Well, they plunged the stock market for 4 or 5 days. That didn't work. So now they've pumped it back up. It's totally rigged. And the good news is, the new national poll, 70+% of Americans say they think the economy's rigged. Well, there's no think about it. It's admitted now that the Federal Reserve is private, that the interest rates are rigged, that the stock market's rigged. All of it's out in the open. It's just the dumb trendies have been told any knowledge is funny and something to be laughed at. Well, let's move on from those poor snot noses. But a lot of folks don't move on. They actually decide to feed on them. And it's a very, very sad thing to watch. But let's get rolling with this. The toll-free number to join us on air, specifically on economic warfare and Donald Trump's speech, 800-259-9231. 800-259-9231. By the way, first-time callers in the first round of calls. Be first time, have a good phone, please. 800-259-9231. Now, this is a man standing up to the communist Chinese, who are the most important special interest with the globalists that have destroyed this country and made us dependent. And he's saying we're under economic warfare by design. They threaten to make it worse. We're already under attack. And he says she is an agent of that trade war against America. She is literally an agent of the Saudis and the communist Chinese. She is an arrogant James Bond villain. I mean, she is unbelievable. And she thinks the gimmick that she's a woman will make it okay. What was that old thing they said? They said, well, I knew Jack Kennedy, and you know Jack Kennedy was to George Herbert Walker Bush's running mate, Dan Quayle. Well, I've known a lot of women, Hillary, and you're no woman. You're a witch. Now let's go ahead and go out with 2 minutes of Trump. Here it is.
Hillary Clinton and her campaign of fear will try to spread the lie that these actions will start a trade war. We already have a trade war, and we're losing badly, badly.
That's right. You're already in a fight, folks. Fight back!
She has it completely backwards. Hillary Clinton unleashed a trade war against the American worker when she supported one terrible deal after another. From NAFTA to China to South Korea, it doesn't matter. No matter where she went, the American worker was hurt. And you will be hurt worse than ever before if she becomes president.
And they gave money to her foundation. She told us out for a few $100 million. It's unbelievable. We're so wide open. We're such a
Trump
joke.
administration will end that war by getting a fair deal for the American people and the American worker. The era of economic surrender will finally be over. It'll be over. You're not going to see it anymore. Although I can't guarantee it, because after me, they'll probably start doing it again. But we will have 4 and maybe 8 great productive years, and we'll never go back, and we'll make sure we never go.
It's the American system. The elite said over 200 years ago they had to stop it because they can't compete with it. This is just a resurgence. We're going to go to break. Let's